Good evening and welcome in here tonight to the Lions Den. We're in Tyler, Texas for a matchup, crosstown rivalry. Tyler High, Tyler Legacy here tonight from the Lions Den. Reese Lannon, Jeremiah Turner, Cody Pinkerton, Logan Harris along for this one. I apologize for the shortened pregame. We could not hear ourselves, to say the least, but should have a pretty good matchup on our hands here tonight. A couple teams who really didn't return a lot from last year, but are off to solid starts. Tyler Legacy playing great competition at 5-5. Tyler High hasn't been beat yet at 4-0. But before we get started, how about this crowd tonight?
Man, it's electric already. Like you said, we could not hear ourselves, and that wasn't just because of the band. The crowds have showed up, and I know they're about to show out as soon as tip-off gets underway, which will be here shortly.
Cody, what about you?
It's very electric in here. Fans are loud. Band's ready to go.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Tyler High 4-0. Tyler Legacy 5-5 as the starting lineups are introduced. We will take a peek at that in a few, but talking about these two teams coming into today, Tyler Legacy's won the last three over Tyler High. They won last year 58-49. Everything for this Tyler Legacy team goes through their two juniors. It's Zaire Caesar, it's KJ Sayers. Caesar at better than 17 points a game, Sayers at 13 points a game. Those are the go-getters for Tyler Legacy. For Tyler High, it's been the emergence of somebody you probably have not heard of before, the sophomore, Keelan Bircher. Almost 21 points a game for the sophomore guard. Justin Johnson, just one returner off last year's team. He has to completely rebuild it. But I know this is the first boys game we've done this year. You guys haven't really seen either of these teams in action. The one thing we'll look at, especially early, a key to the game for Tyler Legacy, they have the size advantage. For Tyler High, they might have the quickness and trapping potential.
Okay, good to know. Because, yes, like I said, we haven't seen either team in action. I didn't even get the pleasure of seeing them last year because this is my first time here broadcasting basketball this season. But I've heard a lot of good things about both squads and the players they have returned. And like you say, they got some new upgrades in terms of talent coming in. Man, it is hard to hear in here. I hope you guys can hear us all right at home. But we're just excited to see what both teams will do on tonight. I think it's going to be a really good one.
We'll take a peek now, if you can hear us, in the Tyler Legacy starting lineup. Darian Holloman, Bryson Sanders, Joey Fields, KJ Sayers, and Zaire Caesar. For Tyler High, here's how they will line up in the backcourt. It is Jaden Dews, Keelan Bircher, Keelan Johnson, Jadalen Jackson, and Jason Grayson for the Lions. We're just about ready to go. Tip-off, and we are underway from the Lions Den. Tyler Legacy with the basketball first. It is loud in here. Looks like a zone look here for the Lions to start. Sanders, backdoor lob for Holloman, and just a bit too high.
A lob off rip?
Yeah. Kyle Smith trying to set the tone.
This is going to be electric, man.
It is packed to the gills in here. There is very few seats available, if any. On a drive to the basket, forward blocked by Caesar. Caesar averaging nearly 2 blocks a game this year, makes a nice play. Thought about the deep three. Sanders, now Joey Field in the corner, and Fields three-pointer off the mark. Rebound by Tyler High. They'll run the other way. Bircher almost had Dews.
Very nice no-look pass. Wasn't able to bring it in.
It's going up and down here early.
It is, it is. A lot of missed opportunities so far.
Here's Sayers with the ball. He trips and falls. No foul numbers for the Lions the other way. Bircher to the cup. Had it blocked.
Blocked by Field.
Joey Field, 6'3". He can guard any position on the floor, and that time gets the rejection. No scoring yet. Just about a minute into the game.
Oh, they're letting them play tonight.
Sanders. Looks like the man-to-man as Dews will kick over in the corner. Raquel Ford, the backup quarterback on the football team, starting here tonight for Justin Johnson's group. Dump off to Dews. Dews drives baseline, lost it into the hands of Field, who throws ahead to Sanders, had it picked off. Keelan Bircher,
another block by Field.
Joey Field all over the floor in the first minute of this game.
Both teams have been very aggressive to start this game so far.
Joey Field with the ball inside to Sayers, who stumbles and was fouled.
They had to call one that time.
We might not have any points yet, but I feel like that first minute lasted 5.
Man, it was long. It was long, but they were up and down. Blocks. Good steals. Everything's going on.
About 6.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Darian Holloman, the sophomore transfer, Kyle Smith, says a lot of encouraging things about him. Now to Caesar in the corner.
Boom!
Caesar
There it is.
knocks down the triple. Well, Zaire Caesar will get to it at our first time out. He is having a breakout junior year. Single-digit points last year, averaging better than 17 this year.
And one? Oh, okay.
Drive to the bucket. Looks like we got a block against Bryson Sanders. The game at Legacy last year was pretty full, but I gotta say, I don't think it was like this. I mean, people are still arriving and trying to find spots in the stands.
Man, it's probably as hard to find a seat in here as far hard as it was for me to get a parking spot outside.
Inbound to Bircher. He's been their go-getter, almost 21 points a game for the sophomore. Justin Johnson knows he's got a young group, but he knows he also has a lot of building blocks, including that sophomore in Bircher. He'll catch and fire it and left it short. Offensive board, Grayson up for two, no good. Potts, no good again.
Wow,
he's
look
got
at
it.
that.
Here's a deep three, Jaden Dews off the mark.
My goodness.
Potts again, no good.
My God.
Grayson,
Woo.
wow.
What an effort. Down low by the Lions.
Sixth time must be the charm. Joey Field with the basketball. Still that 2-3 look for the Lions, who've dominated the glass despite the size and difference so far. Here's Sayers.
Uh-oh, he got him. Oh,
And Sayers
man.
is teed up. Technical foul against the Legacy junior.
Man. I'll tell you what, I like it, but I don't like it. It's the crosstown rivalry. It's a big three to start the game. I don't think you call that one, ref. I don't think you call that. But calling that sets the tone for the game as well. Refs want a clean, sportsmanlike game, which I understand. But, man, if I'm ref, I'm not calling that one. I'm not calling that one.
Sayers called for the technical foul. Did you? Back to the line here, or to the line is Bircher. Kyle Smith is on the sideline. You'll see him here in a second. He is not happy at all about that call on the floor. Smith is still upset on the sideline about what just happened. He's got to be careful himself.
Yeah, he does. He does. I will say KJ did make a little taunt thing at a player. Maybe if it had just been bagging up court and just did what he did, but not directed at a player, probably wouldn't have been a technical foul. So it's a good call by the way.
Both free throws no good. So Bircher 0 for 2, and now he's got it on the drive. Bircher into the lane, dumps off to Potts, looking outside. Dumps it off, Joey Field defending, and a travel by Keelan Johnson.
Tyler Legacy showing a lot of pressure on defense.
They most definitely are. And that empty-handed trip turned into a turnover as well, so it turned out in the favor of Legacy.
Inbound coming from Field here as he dumps into Sanders. Sanders back to Field. Bryson Sanders at the top with the ball. Now over on the wing. Field for three, in and out.
Hey!
Until it falls right back in.
Shooters shoot. He's 1 of 2 on the night from three-point.
Joey Field from downtown. 3 triples so far for Legacy. There's a block. Kyle Smith has not lost either matchup in this rivalry against Tyler High. Sayers, here's the heat check off the bounce. Left it short. Tipped back, no good. On the rebound there was Jermichael Cook. Other way we go. In transition, Dews throws one up, no good. Kick out to Bircher. Bircher, step through, pull up at the line.
My. He said, I missed 2 at the charity stripe, but I'll pull up from the same line and hit this jumper. Very good.
9-4 here in the opening frame. Field on the drive, into the lane. He'll pull up, he'll fire, and he is fouled. Joey Field to the line to shoot 2. Apologize if it's a little bit loud in your ears tonight. We can't overstate how packed this gym is, and we just happen to be right on top of them. So there's really no way to avoid it. First shot by Field is up and good. One more coming for Joey Field, who came into this game averaging a little over 4 points a game, shooting about 44% from the field as we have a stoppage on the floor. Bryson Sanders will check out. As into the game for the first time is Jacobian Mitchell. Both shots good for Field, who's going to depart here for Bryce Foster. Great start to the game for Joey Field, and Bryce Foster checking in. 14 points his last time out against Hallsville, had 15 against Jacksonville the game before that. Both were highs in his career. Off the bounce, Bircher infiltrates the lane. Kick out to Jaden Dews for three, off the mark. Legacy will take it the other way. Ahead in transition. There's the quarterback, Kason Gray.
Fresh off an injury, Kason Gray with a big 2 points here in the first quarter.
Gray off the bench, as you mentioned, off an injury that he sustained against Lake Highlands last week, but back in playing here tonight. And a timeout. Justin Johnson wants to talk it over. And we'll keep it here during the timeout because we couldn't talk about it during the pregame, as we'll take a peek first at Zaire Caesar. And we mentioned his jump. This year, Caesar over 17 points a game after averaging about 9 last year. Rebounds have doubled. Assists have really quadrupled. His three-point percentage still steady. Caesar with a triple here early, guys. Tyler Legacy able to shoot the ball really well from beyond the arc so far.
Oh, most definitely have been able to find that range from outside the arc. Started off with a miss and then corralled back in. 3 guys have a three-pointer right now behind the arc. Most of their points are coming from there, so doing a really good job.
On the other side, Keelan Bircher for Tyler High. We will take a peek at his numbers as the band, it gets loud in here. But the numbers for Bircher, about 21 points a game. Shooting pretty well from the field as well, 56%. Just about ready to go again out of the timeout. Tyler High trailing 13-4 in the early going. 3 triples in the early going. 1 for Joey Field, 1 for KJ Sires, and then 1 for Zaire Caesar.
I'll tell you, we can make a quick note of Joey Field, man. I was looking at his averages. This guy has already hit it over it in 2 categories. He's got 2 blocks and 5 points already before he's checked out. He's hit 2 at the charity strike and hit a big-time 3 coming down the floor just not too long ago. He might be one to watch tonight.
Couple of sophomores against each other here. Kason Gray and Keelan Bircher. Bircher held scoreless so far. He'll stop. He'll step through. Lays it up. No good. Grayson on the glass.
And one.
Jason Grayson, the lone returnee from last season for Tyler High, gets the and one. He'll have one more at the stripe.
I'll tell you what, they haven't scored very many points. It seems like Tyler High's game plan is to attack the rim, which they're getting there. Been missing a lot of good looks. But 13 and 20. Johnson and Potts have been putting on the rebounding clinic down there.
I said it before the broadcast, Legacy has the height advantage. That's not something that nobody knew coming in, but Tyler High has dominated the board so far despite trailing.
Oh, man.
Kason Gray will bring it up. It's Gray, Sires, also on the floor as this one's tapped out of bounds. Also on the floor, Jacobian Mitchell, Bryce Foster, Zaire Caesar. For the Lions, Jason Grayson, Jamichael Cook, Keelan Bircher, Arkeithian Potts, and Jacayla Black. Bryce Foster will inbound, throws into Gray. Just under 3 minutes left to play here in the first quarter as Bircher is going to be called for a armbar. I believe that's the first on, or no, that's 2 on Bircher. So potentially a big foul. Justin Johnson's going to have to have his leading scorer go to the bench with 2 fouls here in the opening frame. Inbound here to Gray. Gray will work off the bounce. Top of the key. Working on Jacob Harper into the game for the first time, the freshman. High block. Sires backing in against Potts. Throws out to Caesar. Taken away. Here we go the other way. Grayson will slam it.
Fly high, Mr. Johnson fly high.
Jason Grayson with the slam.
Oh, wrong one. My bad.
Here's a three the other way, and the answer, Zaire Caesar from downtown. 4 triples in the opening frame for Tyler Legacy. Black on the drive, Black to the basket, up, no good. Grayson right there, couldn't put it in. He got it again, then Potts, and no good. I'll tell you what, the offensive rebounds might be double digits in this opening quarter for the Lions.
I believe it.
I mean, they have been working on the glass. They just haven't been able to finish consistently.
They haven't. They had one possession. They got about 6 offensive rebounds. That's just unheard of.
Caesar off the mark. Long rebound to Gray. Had Foster open, didn't see him. Here's Sayers off the mark. No box out, and then a block. Nice play by Jacob Harper, the freshman, who has family ties to Tyler High's own Josh Brown, who's now playing at Tyler Junior College. Gunnar Thorne into the game for the first time for Tyler Legacy. Brown, the leading scorer the past couple of years. He's playing as an Apache this year. That one deflected out of bounds, and we will stay here. A lot of scoring in this opening quarter. Not any in really the first 2 minutes, and then it's just exploded.
Yeah, Tyler High's found a way to get onto that scoreboard, and it's been down low, the effort of the big man.
Great inbound. He'll fire in. Mitchell up to Caesar. He'll pull it again from downtown. Off the mark. Caesar has certainly not had any problem pulling threes here in this opening quarter. Here's Jacaleb Black. Dump off pass to Potts, who puts it in. Here come the Lions. Markeithian Potts playing a huge role here in this first quarter. Looks like Tyler High's going back to more of a man-to-man look now. Not that zone.
I think that's a very good call.
With the shooters Tyler Legacy has, I would have to agree.
Exactly.
Gray with the jab, he'll throw opposite. Mitchell trying to drive to the right, picks up. Gunnar Thorne in the corner, he goes baseline, stumbled, fell and put it in!
Oh my goodness!
Gunnar Thorne falling to his backside, throws it up and in.
My God.
Harper off to Black. Legacy looks a little bit turned around defensively. They'll regain. Here's Harper for 3. Too strong. And tapped out of bounds off of Bryce Foster.
Well, that's a kid that was ready to play, huh? Gunner comes right in.
Yep.
Right to the rim. Stumbles, fumbles, and still finds a way to put the ball in the basket when his back is on the floor.
First-year varsity player, a senior, but Kyle Smith talks about the glue guys on his bench. Thorne, one of them. A lot of contact near the basket. That looked more like a block in football.
It did.
KJ Sire is going to be called for a foul, and I believe that is the 5th of the period against Tyler Legacy. Or no, it is just the 4th. Grayson thought it was the 5th. About 30 seconds to play. Apologize, we do not have the clock on your screen tonight, but what we don't have on the clock, we're making up for in crowd noise, I guess.
I agree.
Black searching along the baseline, fires into Bircher, playing with 2 fouls here at the end of the first quarter. See if the Lions out for the last shot. For the moment, it looks like they may. Clock down to 15. That's exactly what they're going to do. Well, that's why Bircher's back in the game. You get the last possession offensively. Here he goes towards the basket, throws it up, throws it in.
Wow.
5 seconds, inbound to Sayers, ahead, taken away. Black will heave, he had time, or rather Cook will heave, he had time. It's off the mark, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, Legacy with a huge lead early, but Tyler High battling back.
They made their way back by finding a rhythm inside. They shot a couple 3-pointers trying to match Tyler Legacy earlier in the game, but they found their rhythm getting inside, getting to the rim, and they started finishing most of those layups, even getting trips to the line, which will pay off when you go to the line. Great job by the Lions to get back into it.
We'll hit a timeout. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by B&G Law.
I was actually involved in a rear-end collision, and I was injured. It's not a fair and perfect world. Sometimes you have to have an attorney, and I just happen to know a good one. If you were to hire them, they're not gonna promise you the world and under-deliver. I received a pretty sizable amount of compensation. It would have been a nightmare if I hadn't reached out to Biggs and Greenslade.
We always dreamed of upgrading our car, but trying to navigate it all, it felt like being lost in a maze. Then we found Kelly Community, where someone finally helped us find the way. They listened, asked questions, built a plan that worked for us. With competitive rates, simple approvals, and real rewards for loyalty, we finally...
Back here to start the second quarter, just underway again. We apologize if there's some loud crowd pops tonight. It is completely unavoidable, I'll put it that way. With the basketball, Cook has it, driving to his right. Cook throws it up, kind of an awkward shot, tapped around into the hands of Sayers. Just underway here in the second quarter. Sayers wide open ahead. The drive to the basket by Bryson Thomas. Now Sayers, long two, and puts it in. So smooth that time for KJ Sayers. Behind the back, JaMychal Cook made a man miss. Now Grayson underneath, puts it in. A lot of scoring here in this one so far. 20-14, Legacy in front. Dump down inside, Holloman puts it up and had it rejected.
Blocked by Cook.
And out of bounds off of Holloman. So the wide receiver, JaMychal Cook, who we saw make one of the greatest catches I've ever seen at the high school level against Marshall in week 1, now on the basketball floor here in the Lions Den. Tyler High's won 5 in a row in the Lions Den, dating back to last season. 4-0 start. Tyler Legacy 5-5. Berkshire in the game with 2 fouls to start the second quarter. On the drive, tough shot, puts it up, no good. You're onto something. They're really letting them play through. Not a lot of foul calls early on.
Oh, yeah, man. But you know that coming into the Rose City Classic,
you got to have it like that.
You got to have it like that. Big game, big emotions. You got to be able to let them play.
Holloman has it. Holloman driving, tried to step through, had to regain it. And the pass intercepted from field. Here's Berkshire the other way. Transition look all the way to the cup and left it short. Numbers the other way, 3-on-2. Sayers, Holloman for 3, yes!
Woo, there it is. Another 3 for Tyler Legacy.
Darian Holloman joins the fun. That triple has really given Legacy the advantage they've needed. Just 2 returning healthy players from last year. Gage Knuckles out with injury. He'll miss the season. He would have been the 3rd, but get back to that in a second. Here's Cook on the drive. He's fouled. But the way Kyle Smith talks about his team, he thinks they can be just as good as they were last year when they went 10-2 and won the district, and potentially even down the line, because after this year, you're returning the bulkier players. And it's really the same thing for Tyler High. They have just 2 seniors. It's Jason Grayson and Braxton Tatum. That's it. They'll return everybody next year.
Well, if I'm a coach, I know I love the sound of that. You hate to lose those players, but you get to keep so many and they have some experience. Oh, yeah. Any coach would love to hear that.
Inbound, and it looked like a bump by Holloman on Raquel Ford. It kind of reminds me, really, both these teams, the way Tyler Legacy was in 2021, where they won just 1 game. They had such a young team, and their core guys, Jacorian Owes, Jaden Jones, were just freshmen. Missed there by Berkshire with some contact, no foul. Here comes Sanders the other way, unguarded. Sanders will pull up and pull the 3 off the mark. Ball on the floor, and here we go the other way. Raquel Ford in transition, the Euro, the lay, there it goes.
It was a beautiful Euro step.
Yep. Ford just kind of flicking it over his head. Ford, a guy Justin Johnson really likes, just coming out of football season, not a ton of reps, but thinks he's got a lot of potential. Here's a drive from Brian Terori. No good, but he got fouled. Terori into the game for the first time. And with Terori being in, everyone on the varsity roster for Tyler Legacy has gotten in so far. Both these teams like to utilize their benches. 2 shots here for Brian Terori.
It's a good thing to be able to utilize your bench. It seems like both teams, when they do rotate and sub, doesn't really miss a beat. Intensity stays high on defense and on offense, so that's very good to have a deep bench.
Terori actually has not made a free throw this year. He missed his first 2 tries and then just missed that one. Not the second one. So Terori into the scoring column. Here's Caleb Black, a junior. Was on that really good Lions JV team last year, as was a lot of these guys on this roster. Swing, forward for 3. 2, no! It rolls in!
Well, I tell you what, after that circus shot over the head, we should have known he has a shooter's bounce.
It is definitely a scoring night tonight in Tyler. Last year in the first half, I can't recall the score at the end of the first half, but there was a lot of scoring. Caesar, the tough lay-in. That's something he's improved so much at. Last year, he was kind of just that stretch big. Did offer you a little bit down low. This year, he's a complete offensive player. Good defense there against Harper. A shot no good. Sanders will bring it up the other way. Tyler Legacy in black, Tyler High in white. And what do we got here?
Ref called a timeout, not sure. Oh, I think it
might be
wet
blood
spot.
on the jersey, maybe? Oh, wet spot on the floor. Sayers and Bryce Foster will check back in as Sanders and Joey field the part. Kyle Smith continuing to use his bench in droves. Justin Johnson, his 5th year at Tyler High. He was an assistant at Legacy for a couple years before that, but a former Lion, played here back in the early and mid-2000s, went on to Tyler Junior College, and then later played at the University of Iowa. So he came back home after being a Hawkeye in the Big Ten. Played some really good basketball. High throw in, the mismatch. Holloman!
Oh, my goodness.
And 1.
Man.
Well, there might not be a more intriguing piece to this Tyler Legacy team than Darian Holloman, the sophomore transferring in following a great freshman season outside the district. Could be that X factor for Tyler Legacy.
It seems like he can get it done on the inside and out. He's got a 3-pointer as well.
Shot is too strong, but the offensive rebound. Terori will kick out to Holloman. Under 4 to play here in the second quarter. Bryce Foster pulled the trigger. No good. I thought that one might bounce in. And then it's high
there
up.
you go. Get on the floor.
Bodies hit the floor. Possession arrow favors Tyler Legacy.
Man, I know some people don't like it, but I love the physicality of tonight.
Yeah.
What a great effort right there from both players.
Tyler High has been more physical than Legacy in that game, but, I mean, Tyler Legacy right there, big physical play there.
Inbound to Sayers. Looked like Jacob Harper might have tripped. He does regain his feet. Tyler High's defended down low very well. It's been the triple that has hurt them defensively. Terori will hand off. Foster, top of the key. His 3, no good. Tapped around into the hands of Caesar, who lays it in.
Caesar's got a nice touch around that rim.
Well, I don't know if it's been bad defensive rebounding on both sides or great offensive rebounding by both sides. Ton of offensive rebounds in this game.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I think so as well, man. They're all jumping at it, tipping it, and it's just bouncing into somebody's hands.
Maybe more box outs as this game goes on. Cook with the crossover. Cook into the lane. He lost it, and it's out of bounds. Back into the game, Bircher, remember, still playing with those 2 fouls. I'll tell you what, Tyler High, they might be down 9, but if they can figure out an outside shot, they can trim this lead down pretty quickly.
They most definitely can with the way they're operating inside. If they can add that outside, oh boy. Yeah, they'll trim really quick into this lead.
Sayers with the ball, throws opposite to Caesar. Caesar contested, too strong, and tapped around. Physical rebound for Jason Grayson. He was one of the district leaders in rebounding last year. Does great work on the glass. Here's Bircher, steps through, found Cook. Cook will drive, but yeah, double dribble.
Did he? I didn't see him initially dribble there. I see a travel.
I think they're ruling he caught it with two hands and the ball just hit the floor and then regained it and dribbled again.
Okay.
2.5 minutes to go here in this first half. Sayers trapped in the backcourt, searching for somewhere to go with it. He gets it off to Caesar. Really not a lot of trapping by either team so far, or pressing in general. To Rory. Holloman was calling for it on the block. He'll now get it at the top. Opposite, here's Foster, top of the key, over to Rory. Now down low. Caesar working on Potts. Here we go. Big time physical matchup. Opposite to Holloman from the corner. His triple, no good. Caesar again on the glass. Couldn't put it in. Harper, dangerous pass. Bircher claims it. Bircher, step back three. No good. Tap around, and an offensive foul against Jason Grayson. A push off underneath.
Those kind of fouls are bound to happen when you're playing that hard on the low block.
Scoring has dried up a little bit here as of late. Actually, the scoreboard says 30. I thought we had it right at 28, maybe not. Kason Gray, his team leading by 11 here late in the first half. Tyler Hyde trying to trim back into the lead. Sayers. Foster has it on the wing, he'll throw. Caesar, top of the key again for three, he hits.
Man, I tell you what, that kid has the green light.
Yes.
If he has daylight, he's going to shoot it.
Well, last year it was much more of the efficient way of shooting because you had Ja'Cory Nose and Jaden Jones to handle the ball. He was more that spot-up shooter. This year, he's the guy. He's got that green light. Bircher dumps it inside Grayson. He's doubled. Grayson trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's out to Bircher. 50 seconds to play in the half. Bircher, nice drive, couldn't finish. Grayson on the glass, puts it up
My
and in.
goodness. I can't stop saying that young man's name. Jason Grayson again. Offensive rebound, second chance, up and in.
Lead is 12, 35 seconds to play. Does Tyler Hyde try to opt, or Tyler Legacy opt for the last shot? Sayers will circle back up top, and I think that's exactly what they're doing. Harper against Sayers, freshman against junior. 18 on the clock. And a timeout is granted right before the 5-second violation. And we will take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by B&G Law.
I always dreamed of upgrading our car, but trying to navigate it all, it felt like being lost in a maze. Then we found Kelly Community, where someone finally helped us find the way. They listened, asked questions, built a plan that worked for us. With competitive rates, simple approvals, and real rewards for loyalty, we finally felt in control. Now, we're not just driving a car, we're driving toward our future, backed by a team we trust. Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. Feels good to do more.
Welcome back here from the Lions Den, late first half. 15 seconds to play. Tyler Legacy by a Baker's dozen. 33-21 our score. And a packed house here at Tyler High. Gray will take the inbounds. This will be the final possession of the half. Gray off to Sayers. 8 seconds. To Sayers isolate. Down to 5 seconds. Gotta go. Sayers trying to move towards the basket. Caesar open. And he drains it. 4 triples in the first half for Zaire Caesar, and he knocks down the quad. Well, that three makes us feel real different about this first half. The largest lead of the night, guys, for Tyler Legacy. Zaire Caesar, what a big first half for the junior.
Oh, man, that shot right there was big, and it kind of says something to the Lions. You better plan something big coming out of half because my guy is hot over here. So let's see what the Lions, how they respond coming out of halftime. And I'm ready to get this thing rolling in the second half.
Cody, what did you see in the first half?
Tyler Legacy has been strong with the three-pointer. They've been strong all year with three-pointers. I would like to see them to be more physical down low. They've been getting out-rebounded, being less physical. I would like to see them be more physical down the paint.
I would too. I'd agree. If Tyler High can get the three-point shot going, they'll be able to get back into this game, but they got to get the threes working, as we will hit halftime and take a timeout. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by B&G Law. This will do, it'll do really good today just because the game. You're good. I'm just going to keep forgot to bring my pen, and honestly, too many things are going on. I normally keep score as we go, so I've
No, you told me that last time. I thought I had a pen on me. I didn't have one.
honestly, with the way this game's going, next week, oh, man. I'm going to show you here in a second. Once they stop playing. Do you want yours louder or quieter when we're actually talking the second half? Down a little bit. Just if it's still too loud, if it's still too high. Oh. We are just underway here in this third quarter. Sorry, you weren't going to be able to hear us with the band playing, and now you can. There's a triple to start the third quarter by Keelan Johnson. Reese Lannon, Jeremiah Turner, Logan Harris, Cody Pinkerton. And JT, we were talking about it at halftime. I think Tyler High only had 1 3 in the first half. They get one right out of the break.
I believe so. They only had one, the lucky bounce, the sweet roll by Ford, by Raquel Ford earlier in the game. But yeah, they came right out with a three-pointer. So let's see if they can get something going behind the arc. If they can, they will trim this lead really quickly.
Field missed a bunny there, one that he would want to have back. And Tyler High's got it the other way. They just got the triple to start the quarter. Still down 12, trying to get back in this game. Drive by Bircher, and he's bumped. Bryson Sanders, the faulty party. Yeah, that first half, it felt like if Tyler High, it not even felt like, it looked like if they hit three-pointers in that first half, it would have been a single-digit deficit. But they couldn't get the three ball going. Tyler Legacy was rolling from deep.
Most definitely the story of the first half. The battle inside versus the battle outside. And look at that effort by Potts. My goodness.
A couple of chances right at the rim. Tyler High can't convert, though.
And that right there was, like I said, the story of the first half.
Sayers was left open for a minute, then got a shot altered, and it goes in the air, does not touch the rim, out of bounds.
And it still shows now. They're fighting for offensive rebounds down there on the Lions' end, getting great second chance and third chance points. And like we just saw there, quick stop and pop. If they see daylight behind the three-point line, they're going to take it. Legacy.
Keelan Bircher holding pat. He goes on the drive. Bircher to the bucket, puts it in. Well, I'll tell you what, Tyler High, obviously they got to knock down more threes. They also have to get number 2 going here in the second half, their leading scorer.
Most definitely.
Long 2, it's an air ball. Caesar, though, retrieves it. Sayers on the drive. Size mismatch. Out to Sanders for 3, and he hits it.
There it is, another Legacy 3.
Well, they had a bunch of chances at it, a lot of them open, and finally get one to fall here in this third quarter.
And that was big for Legacy, trying to get the momentum swinging back in their way.
Batted out of bounds there by Sanders. Tyler High's going to have to make a run to get back in this game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and they love to get it here in this third quarter.
And I hate to say it, but even how well they are playing down low, 2-pointers, unless you're stopping them from scoring on the other end, will not get the job done.
Yep. Bircher that time on the drive, couldn't finish, and tapped out of bounds off of Grayson. Entertaining game so far, a lot of points in the first half, but a big-time three-pointer by Zaire Caesar right before the break made this a 15-point halftime lead. Can't convert there on the layup, and the rebound by Grayson. Jamichael Cook the other way. Throws it inside to Grayson, was tipped by Field. Grayson reclaims. Grayson will drive, runs over Caesar, and a blocking foul. Caesar a little bit late to shuffle over.
Call could have gone either way, but I like him giving him the block right there. Good drive, good guard, hard aggressive drive to the rim, and he pays out for him, gets a trip to the line.
Is it going to be ruled a trip to the line is the question.
But the way they lined up.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, on the floor.
I think they're drying off the floor.
That makes more sense. I mean, he lined up at the free throw line, so I thought they gave it to him.
Actually, no. I don't think they're going to give it to him. I think it's going to be a blocking foul.
And it will be on the floor.
A lot of condensation on the floor tonight. Grayson had position on the inbounds. Backs in. Pump fakes. Up for two. Couldn't finish. Ponce had a stab at it. Couldn't convert. A long rebound out to Sanders. Tyler Legacy has never trailed in this game. Pass here. Picked off. Marquinhos Ponce the other way. Lays it up and lays it in. A star on the football field and starting to become one on the basketball court.
And you can tell that young man played football. He's aggressive. Every aspect of his game.
How about that drive?
Wow.
Joey Field with the English.
I believe that's 7 for him tonight, man. He's doing it everywhere from the free throw line, inside and out.
Hard screen there. Burchard drives in, got kind of swallowed up underneath. Grayson on the glass, flicks it up. No good, but he'll shoot two.
A big problem for Legacy here in this game has been the initial rebound.
Yep.
Having a struggle to get the rebound.
Which you wouldn't think on paper with all the size Tyler Legacy has, but give Jason Grayson 6'5", but Marquinhos Ponce is about 6 feet even, but if you were blind, you would not be able to tell that here tonight just by the stat category.
Man, well, it's like what you said. Maybe we'll see a little more boxing out. I mean, this cat here, he's using his hands, he's using his elbows, his hips, his legs, and also he's got some great jumping ability, to say the least.
He can get up.
Sometimes he's just going right up with the tall fellas and saying, hey, I'm here. What are you going to do about it?
Jabraylon Jackson, the freshman, into the game. Guy Justin Johnson thinks is going to be an excellent shooter for this program, up as just a freshman with the varsity. It's a really young team for Tyler High. Just 2 seniors, a whole mix of juniors, 3 sophomores, 2 freshmen.
Wow,
Field
I'm
had an open
surprised.
3. There's the
Wow,
lob.
that's why they were setting up a play.
Darian Holloman skying and slamming. Here's Bircher. Nice dump off to Ponce, who missed the layup. Here goes Bryson Sanders the other way. Sanders had it poked away. And then Bircher was fouled. I'm as surprised as you at the 3-point shot that Joey Field didn't take, but as you mentioned, exactly why he didn't take that shot.
Yeah, that was a design play all the way, because I was like, what are we doing? And then I see what we were doing. Man, what a great backdoor cut. Great pass, great catch, and great dunk.
One you would also like to have back on the other end for Ponce. Bircher will bring it over. Just about halfway done here in this third quarter. Bircher, the drive. Oh, what a move. Couldn't finish. Ponce had it, and then out to Jackson. Bircher's frustrated. You can just tell by the body language. He thinks he's getting fouled a little bit. Hasn't been able to get much of anything in terms of calls.
He is taking it very strong to the rim. I don't see how he hasn't gotten a call.
Turnover there. Sayers the leak out. Will he slam? Tried. Didn't get it quite up there, but it's a layup and a timeout by Tyler High. That'll take us to a timeout. Tyler Legacy leading this one 45-29, 3:33 in the third. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by B&G Law.
I was actually involved in a rear-end collision, and I was injured. It's not a fair and perfect world. Sometimes you have to have an attorney, and I just happen to know a good one. If you were to hire them, they're not gonna promise you the world and under-deliver. I received a pretty sizable amount of compensation. It would have been a nightmare if I hadn't reached out to Biggs and Greenslake.
We're back here from Tyler High, as it appears a light has made things a little bit darker. It went out. Had some problems during the JV girls game and the varsity girls game. Haven't had the lights completely go out yet. Tyler High trailing by 16, trying to find some offense right now. Here's Bircher to the cup and lays it in.
Bircher's got a nice first step, man.
Yes,
Once he gets close to the rim, if he had any more height, I think he'd be putting young men in the rim.
Bircher, or rather Jackson against Sayers. a bump, and a foul against Jackson. The freshman working that time against KJ Sayers, who is one of 3 returners on the varsity, but just 2 healthy. Last year's point guard, Gage Knuckles, is going to miss the entire year with an injury. So the only healthy returners are Sayers and Caesar, but they both played big roles here tonight. Still sticking with that man-to-man look are the Lions. Sayers picks up and he traveled. Good defense there by Jackson. Here comes Bircher across the timeline. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. Grayson picks. Bircher with it again, nearly lost it. Off to Jacaleb Black. Black working against Holloman. Back to Bircher. Bircher slipping, sliding, lays it in.
What a great layup, especially with the offense.
Maybe that's what he needs to get going here tonight. Back-to-back makes for Bircher. Lead down to 12. Gray picks up, and the pass was deflected. Here comes Jackson, the freshman.
My.
How about this instant energy for Jabraylon Jackson off the bench?
Out of way to play.
Caesar, field, over, no good, tapped around. And actually, no, we're going to have a foul on the shot. Caesar fouled on the shot.
Wow.
Justin Johnson not happy on his bench.
I'm in agreement with Coach over here. It was a foul, but I think that was more on the rebounding end. The ball had been cleared the basket when the ref called the foul. I mean, the ball was being advanced almost the other way.
I think you have a point. It will halt some momentum after 3 straight buckets by the Lions. Here's Zaire Caesar. And he misses the front end. Free throw shooting by both sides has not been a plus here tonight. Caesar shoots it at about a 70% clip across his career between last year and now his 11th game this year. It's like some more condensation on the floor. Caesar, the son of a basketball family. His mom played basketball at Washington State. His dad played at ETBU. His sister, his twin sister, is an excellent player on the Tyler Legacy girls team.
Man, wow.
And he missed both.
Unfortunate trip to the line right there.
A rare sight for Zaire Caesar. Cook off to Bircher. Lions can make it back into a single-digit game. Jackson to Bircher, fumbled with it. Minute 40 to play here in the third. Bircher contested, knocked it down. Here come the blue and white.
We said something had to get going for, oh my goodness.
And a turnover, Jackson, he was fouled. Here come the Lions, a 9-0 run, and they will get the ball back.
Wow.
And this is gonna be shots, that's the 5th foul in the quarter. So Jabraylon Jackson, the freshman off the bench, has played huge minutes here in this third quarter, sparking this comeback. He'll shoot 2.
Yes, sir, he has. It's been the 2 and 23 show. 2 getting to the rim, having his way, and even knocking one down from the perimeter. And Jackson, 2 quick steals, and in about 2 minutes apart from each other. One ends up in a free layup on the fast break, and the other takes him to a trip to the line where he's already knocked down 1 of 2.
Well, regardless of result tonight, obviously the Lions trying to win this game. If that's not a glimpse of the future, I don't know what it is. Sophomore and freshman taking over here in this third quarter.
And he knocks down both shots. This is big, especially coming from a freshman.
It's an 11-0 run for Tyler High. 45-29 when Justin Johnson took a timeout. Lions have all the momentum now.
Man, that's going to hurt.
Bircher called for a foul, and he's been in foul trouble. That is his 3rd.
It's only a minute 18 left. I believe coach is going to opt to leave him out there. It's a very, very, very big time in the game right now to see who's going to have the lead going to the 4th. I wouldn't sub him out. Just got to play with your hands out.
Swing over to Kobe and Mitchell. Mitchell to Bryce Foster. Thought about the 3. Caesar with position. Couldn't finish. Everything going wrong for Legacy on the offensive end right now. This play's going to explode if Tyler High scores again, but Bircher lost it. Off to Foster. Tyler High retreats with all the numbers. Sanders into the lane. Kick out. Oh, what a nice look. Caesar knocks it down.
My goodness.
Well, he was going to get back on track at some point and does with his 5th 3 of the night. He had 17 in this game last year. Grayson ran over Caesar, no foul, and he pulls up and hits it.
My. He said, if my man scores, I'm coming right back down and going at him. It did just that. Good answer right there by Grayson.
About 20 seconds to play here in this 3rd quarter. KJ Sayers holding at the top. Sayers driving to the left. Sayers into the lane. Contested.
What'd they call?
What do we have? It's either an and one or a travel. And count it, plus the foul.
My.
Sayers with the and one through a whole lot of contact. Tyler High thinks he traveled, but it'll be an and one for Sayers. Cody, what'd you see?
I saw a foul straight up. I mean, he went up to the basket, grabbed a little bit of forearm there. I think that's the right call.
Very good.
Gunnar Thorne back into the game for Legacy.
Uh-oh.
11.2 here in the 3rd. Yeah, you say, uh-oh. Remember, Gunnar Thorne hit that wild falling to the ground shot
This is
in
one
the
of those
2nd
moments.
quarter.
This is one of those moments for a wild falling over shot, too. 11 seconds left. Get a quick steal. That's a perfect opportunity to remake something special.
Gets Caesar to the bench to keep him out of foul trouble. Free throw no good. Tapped out of bounds off of Darian Holloman. 9.4 on the clock. Here comes another defensive sub. Caden Thomas will check in for KJ Sayers. Bircher, he's going to go against Thorne. Bircher driving with the left into the lane, and he lays it in.
That kid can play.
And that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The Lions back from the dead, trail by just 6. And we'll go into the final stanza. This game still very much in the balance. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics presented by B&G Law.
I was actually involved in a rear-end collision, and I was injured. It's not a fair and perfect world. Sometimes you have to have an attorney, and I just happen to know a good one. If you were to hire them, they're not gonna promise you the world and underdeliver. I received a pretty sizable amount of compensation. It would have been a nightmare if I hadn't reached out to Biggs and Greenslake.
We always dreamed of upgrading our car, but trying to navigate it all? It felt like being lost in a maze. Then we found Kelly Community, where someone finally helped us find the way. They listened, asked questions, built a plan that worked for us. With competitive rates, simple approvals, and real rewards for loyalty, we finally felt in control. Now, we're not just driving a car, we're driving toward our future, backed by a team we trust. Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. Feels good to do.
Start of the 4th quarter, 8 minutes to play, anyone's game. Tyler Legacy by 6. Sayers dumps it into Holloman. Out for 3, Bryce Foster. That's how you start the 4th.
That's
Foster.
exactly how you do it. With another triple to add to Tyler Legacy's. Getting to the lane, there he is.
Bircher. I mean, this is a heat check of heat checks. He might be about 6 feet. He's listed at 6 feet. We'll call him maybe a shade under that, but he's not afraid to attack the bucket. Holloman misses the bunny. Tyler Legacy leads by 7. Tyler High the other way. Cook couldn't finish. Foster will slow it down for the moment. Now up to Caesar. Stop
No, he
and
did.
pop.
My
goodness.
That is a big shot right there.
Are you serious?
Puts the lead back up to double digits.
That's an NBA line 3 right there. Zaire Caesar trays another one. 6 of them. Bircher trying to get it out to Cook, but it was deflected. And then a foul, no, a timeout. Kyle Smith at half court sprints out to get a timeout, and we'll keep it here during the timeout. Huge start to the 4th quarter, but for Tyler High, they got to find some way to slow down number 24.
They do. You said heat checks for Bircher. That's the heat check over there on the other side too. I mean, he hit it. He hit one. We saw him hit a buzzer beater earlier. We see him come out and open the quarter with that big three. I mean, you got to find the answer, like you say. You got to have somebody with hands in his face at all times. He's been getting lost for some reason. I don't know how you lose a man that big, but they've been losing him. He's coming open in the corner on the wing at the top of the key. I mean, they've got to keep somebody glued to him.
Well, he's got such a quick release, too, that it makes it almost impossible for anyone to guard him. And that isn't his height because he takes the ball in such a quick release off the hand.
Very true. Very true. It's like having a mix of a player like, maybe like a Jason Tatum, but with a release like Steph Curry. When you got the height and a quick release, that's tough to guard.
Baseline inbounds coming from Bryce Foster. Caesar just 11 points his last time out, but the season average of just over 17. He's eclipsed that just in 3-pointers tonight. He's hit 6 of them. Holloman had it poked away. Ball on the floor. Here come the Lions. Here's Bircher, lays it in. I'll tell you what, Tyler High, they dug themselves into a hole early. Their hustle in this second half has been unparalleled.
Man, it's transferred from down low because we were seeing a lot of aggressive play down low, second chance opportunities. Now the backcourt has picked up the game. They're getting in the passing lanes, creating steals, forcing turnovers. It's all around defensive game now.
Foul that time committed by Jaden Dews, the junior guard, 6'2". Entirely a new group this year for Justin Johnson, one senior on the floor. Sires with the ball. Working off a screen to his left. Pulls up, nice
Nice
pass.
find right there, very good.
Darian Holloman dumps down and lays it in.
Tyler High's doing a good job scoring, but they got to stop him. Every bucket, every traded bucket puts it right back at a double-digit lead.
You'd love to see him hit a 3.
You really would. If they could hit a 3, that would change some momentum.
Well, Jackson thought about it. Here's Bircher.
Here it is.
He'll take it.
He hasn't missed a shot since the third quarter.
Keelan Bircher is on a tear. Knocks down the triple, as we just mentioned, a huge shot. Sanders on the drive all the way. He was bumped again by Dews and a foul. Just be on the floor. But like you said, you have to be able to get stops the other way. Take advantage of that momentum.
Exactly. You got to get stops. Got to find a way to get Legacy to take a bad shot. Legacy's taking a lot of good shots. They're open on three-pointers, getting to the rim efficiently, backdoor cuts like we just saw. Good pass, good find. Got to find a way to make them take a bad contested shot.
Inbound to Sires. Sires holding. Extended baseline. Trying to back in against the freshman Jackson, who didn't give up any ground.
I want to commend this man, Jabraylin. Ever since he's checked in, man, they can't have that. That's not a bad contested shot. That's a great look.
Darian Holloman that time for 2. Yeah, you're right. Jackson has certainly brought a lot of energy.
If he hits this, I was about to get out of my seat. I was about to get out of my seat. That would have been unreal. Almost a 4-point play opportunity.
It was real close to falling in.
I'm honestly still going to say he had missed a shot. I'm not counting that because he got fouled.
Bircher has the green light, just like Caesar does on the other side. In the first half, the shots just weren't going down. The second half, they're all going down.
Man. Ever since about the last 6 minutes of the third, this cat has been unreal.
I don't know what Justin Johnson told him during that timeout when Tyler High trailed by 16, but whatever he told him, it's working.
If he hits all 3 of these, which he's already hit 2, I'm saying he hadn't missed a shot since the last 6 minutes. That he got fouled. We don't count that. We won't count that. If he hits this, he hadn't missed. All right, he missed.
He did. You jinxed him. Announcer's jinx.
I jinxed him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bircher. Keep playing.
It keeps it a 3-possession game, as Caesar nearly walked that time. Under 5 to play in this one. Legacy has led since ready, set, go. And then a moving screen. Holloman sticks the foot out.
Here you go. It's the simple ones like that that can hurt you.
Tyler High can cut it to a 2-possession lead. Back into the game, Keelan Johnson, as Caleb Black will depart.
And like I like to mention back what I was going to say about 23, Jackson. Ever since he's checked in and started guarding KJ has not had a solid look at the rim.
Been a whole different game.
It's been a whole different game.
Oh, here's Johnson.
Don't do it to him. Oh, my goodness. Young man.
Down to 4 off the bench. The other Keelan Johnson knocks it down.
Now, was that at the start of this quarter or the last quarter when he came out and hit a three?
Yep, it started the third quarter.
And then he comes back in and just says, give it here, I'll do it again.
Caesar with it. Off the glass, no good. Second chance, no good. Third chance, blocked, and a foul.
Now, I will say, that's the difference from having Jackson in over Potts.
Yep.
If Potts was in down there, I don't believe they get that many second chance opportunities right there.
So to be 2 shots for Darian Holloman, who did not play on Saturday. Shooting free throws at a 75% clip coming in. Got it. Tyler High, this second half comeback sparked with 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores on the floor. I mean, 2 of these guys are 6 months removed from Bolter Middle School. And they're playing tonight in the biggest game in Tyler and playing well. And a timeout by Justin Johnson. And the Lions will talk it over.
I'd like to note that layup fell. That layup fell for Bircher, even though it didn't count. It fell just then. It fell. That boy.
Stay at 1 miss for the second half. We will not have a broadcast on Friday. Nobody's in town Thursday. I will be going out to Royce City, so we're going to have actually 2 games. The Tyler High girls play Royce City at 11. The boys play Royce City at 12:30. So we'll have that on Thursday right here on youtube.com/@TylerISDAthletics. Probably a little bit more empty of a gym, I would imagine. And I got to give these fans a lot of credit. Nobody's left.
Oh, wow,
I mean, despite the deficit, like it was a 16-point deficit middle of the third quarter, and we're thinking, couple more baskets, this is going to get away from them. But Tyler High gets right back into the game. They trail by 6.
Well, that's the beauty of this game, man. It's a game of runs, and I mean quick runs. It could be in 30 seconds, a team could put up 10 points, and the game is totally different. 2 threes, 1 layup, trip to the line. You just never know how the points can come, but it can change so fast, and that's exactly what's happened here.
Jackson will inbound into Bircher, who's been so good in this second half. Jacob Harper looking for his first varsity points, the freshman. Here's Bircher with the jab. Sanders hounding against him. Tried to dump it inside to Grayson. Deflected. Grayson reclaims. Harper thought about the 3. Bircher. Oh, here it is. Johnson off the mark. Vying for his own miss. Couldn't get it. Chased down by Sayers. Sanders to the bucket, spinning, laying, and 1.
Big points right there.
Bryson Sanders, as Cody mentioned, a huge bucket.
That's a humble young man. That's a layup. If I make it, I'm looking at the crowd. I'm putting my index finger over my lips, and I'm telling them to be quiet. That's a big bucket right there. My goodness. Chance for a 3-point play.
Sanders 1 more at the line. He's done a nice job filling in for Kason Gray when he was injured, and Gray even healthy tonight. Sanders starts, and he's played well. He's one of those long defenders Kyle Smith talks about 6'2", 6'3", a guard, but really can defend any position. Long arms, long legs.
And does a good job there finishing the 3-point play.
Bircher to the left. Bircher driving to the cup. Oh,
that's
my
just
goodness.
Insane.
Low percentage shots in the second half have been high percentage for Keelan Bircher. Caesar, oh no.
Okay.
Off the mark.
That's good for the Lions.
Would have been his 7th 3-pointer of the game.
Stop
Bircher!
it,
Yes!
My goodness!
Are you serious?
My goodness!
The sophomore! And back the other way, Caesar a look in transition, no good.
Here come the Lions.
Here we go. 4-point game. Grayson all the way to the basket. He'll lay it up, and no good, and he traveled. Oh, man.
Big man got excited. He got excited.
He just saw a mismatch with the guard, Bryce Foster, down low, and he got pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good look. He had a good look at the rim. Just a look, not enough on it. I almost got a foul call there, but traveled instead.
I wish I had the number of points for Keelan Bircher in the second half. There's a kick ball by Jackson. Keelan Bircher has just been unconscious for the blue and white here in the second half. Sayers.
Here's the press. Okay.
Into Field. Field had it poked away. Here we go. Johnson the other way. He'll slow it down. I think that's the right move right now. And Justin Johnson sprinting to the official will get a timeout. And I believe Tyler High will have just one remaining after the timeout. This second half has been the epitome of Rose City basketball. Tyler High left for dead. They come all the way back. They trail by 4. They can cut it to a one-possession lead with a make here.
Well, like you said, it's been a tale of two halves and a Rose City classic indeed. But I mean, look, we can barely hear each other right now. When you got the big blue Cujo band playing that funky music in your ear, when you got the Lions fans all spread out throughout the stadium singing and chanting, I mean, what can you do besides answer the call? And the Lions have done just that.
This has been an outstanding basketball game for 4 quarters. Well, not really, maybe at the beginning of the third quarter, at least you thought, and then boom, Tyler High's right back in the game. Keelan Bircher, we say so much about him. These underclassmen for Tyler High are willing to back into the game, but right now for Tyler Legacy, they have a little bit more experience. You have to use that to get back into this game.
You most definitely do. But like I mentioned, Jabraylon Jackson, ever since he checked in, I have not seen a point from KJ. Number 4 on Tyler Legacy. He's doing an excellent job denying him, fronting him, playing hard defense on him, making him pass the rock. They've finally done a better job sticking with Caesar, finding him on the perimeter, making sure he's not open. But when they do lax, he has busted them, and he probably will again if they get lax again. A quick three-pointer, but
Bircher.
That would have been.
Cook had it poked away. Oh, here's
Jackson.
a look for the freshman. Too strong. And then to the floor goes Holloman, claiming it is Cook. There was no stoppage on the floor, and I think Holloman might have just slipped. A break for the Lions is tumbling to the floor, goes a Red Raider right into the hands of Jermichael Cook.
Well, there you have it.
I don't know how much you can hear with how loud the crowd is, how loud the band is, but this has been an insane game.
It is. It's insane to say the least. I mean, man, what a turnaround since the late in the third quarter. This has become a shootout.
From trailing 17 to being down 2, the Lions are on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, they are, man. Yes, they are. And like I said,
heaters.
it's been a shootout. I want to see whose gun's going to stay loaded longer. Who's going to run out of bullets in the clip? Oh, my goodness. It's a turnover.
Field drops the pass. Bircher, the dump off, and a foul. The Lions can tie the game for the first time since 0-0.
And if we thought it was loud before, it's getting even louder.
The pass just slips through the hands of Joey Field, and the Lions have a chance to make it even at 65. I don't know what everybody expected coming into tonight with such young teams on both sides, but I've got to say, I think both these teams are going to fare pretty well this year, even being so young.
Oh, most definitely. And like I was saying earlier in the game, they couldn't keep taking these inside shots if they weren't going to stop the Legacy from scoring points. But one thing these dudes have done in this fourth quarter is stop Legacy from scoring points. They were trading early.
They had to.
They had to, and they answered that call. They did a wonderful job.
Under 2 minutes to play, 1:59 on the clock is Cook's first free throw. Back iron, no good.
It's all right. If you can get one here, it's still a great trip to the line.
Potts is back into the game, and you got to think this is defense for offense, especially given where Keelan Johnson's sitting on the bench.
Good.
Does hit the second. And nearly taken away.
It's on Legacy. Oh, my goodness. You can't be careless in these situations. You cannot play lax. KJ was too lax right there. Gets his hands on the ball, doesn't get into any triple threat move, and it gets poked out and goes out on him.
Bircher, can he give the Lions the lead? No, short. And honestly, that time, even though Bircher's been unconscious, you would have liked a better shot.
You definitely would have. You definitely would have. But that's the heat check maybe he needed.
Here's Brian Terori. Off the mark. Potts. Here's the pass ahead. And the lay-in, no good. Rebound by Terori. Numbers the other way. 2-on-1. Sayers. No good. Rebound. Caesar for two. Yes.
Oh, wow. Powers through for the layup. Big time point. Big time point right there.
And then a turnover.
Uh-oh. It looks like the momentum's swinging.
Well, the fact there's 67 points on the board is going to get about half the kids under the age of 16 in here to their feet as the pass goes out of bounds. All right, 1:19 to go, fourth quarter. A huge point on the other end for Zaire Caesar, who's been really the only offense down the stretch for Tyler Legacy. The turnover by Tyler High. It's starting to near, you got to get a stop territory because no shot clock in high school basketball.
You most definitely have to get, this has to be a big defensive play right here for the Lions. The Lions did turn it over just now. Yeah, there's got to be a big defensive possession right here for the Lions. They've got to lock in. They've got to keep a hand in Caesar's face. He shouldn't be down low, probably looking more for a three. Got to keep all shooters hands in their face and just make sure if somebody goes to the lane, it might be better to foul than to let them get an easy layup.
If you're the Raiders right now, you need to come away with points here. Put this into a two-possession game.
Foster catches in the backcourt. Just 7 fourth-quarter points for the Red Raiders. They had 60 through 3. Sayers double team. Off to Foster. Corner look. Terori, the dagger. Yes! Brian Terori.
That's a huge shot right there, man.
And then Bircher bumped the other way by Terori. What a big shot for Brian Terori off the bench. Cans it moments after he had a three-point attempt that was really not even close.
Both teams now with 4 fouls apiece.
Yep.
Nobody's in the bonus yet, but it's coming to that time.
Next foul you will be. Tyler High needs a basket, under a minute to play. Bircher to Cook. Trying to cycle back through. Bircher, top of the key, the pump fake. Bircher off to his teammate and Johnson. An extra pass. Cook for three. No good. Tapped around. Red Raiders ball. Well, what do you do now? 38.4 on the clock. I think you try to trap once, maybe twice, and then you got to start fouling.
You definitely do. If they can get a quick steal here, they have a really good chance.
Inbound to Sayers. Up to Foster. Foster's not the one you want to foul. He's the guy on the floor who's most consistent at the line. And Kyle Smith runs on the Tyler High side of the floor to take the timeout.
He was
done watching.
Man, he was on their bench pretty much. My goodness. What a great effort from Coach Smith right there.
He ran so far towards the Tyler High bench, across the timeline. What a play. We're going to take a 30-second break. You're watching Tyler High SD Athletics presented by B&G Law.
I always dreamed of upgrading our car, but trying to navigate it all? It felt like being lost in a maze. Then we found Kelly Community, where someone finally helped us find the way. They listened, asked questions, built a plan that worked for us. With competitive rates, simple approvals, and real rewards for loyalty, we finally felt in control. Now, we're not just driving a car, we're driving toward our future, backed by a team we trust. Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. Feels good to do more.
Back here from the Lions Den. If you can or can't hear us, I really don't know. Hopefully you can right now. The band is about as loud as they've been all night. All right, out of the timeout, What are we going to see here? I would presume a trap rather than a press, but 31.4 on the clock. We'll see how long Tyler High gives until a foul.
Somebody's about to definitely break away. There it is. Home run pass. Oh, they went backwards.
Sayers over to Foster. I think you're okay with Foster getting fouled, but he throws it away. Here's Bircher the other way. Lays it in. Still a two-possession game. Foster up to Caesar. Caesar, Sayers, long pass.
Oh, he was
Holloman
open.
Lays it in.
That's going to hurt.
10 seconds on the clock with no foul. Got to get a three. Down to 6. Stolen for the moment. Potts, 4 on the clock. Here's a three-pointer for Jackson. Off the mark. And that's our ball game.
Wow.
What a finish. Tyler High got within 1 after being down 16 in the second half. But Tyler Legacy, by the thin of their teeth, pulls it out.
We had a couple big shots come in from Legacy there in the end to put, like you say, the dagger, that three-pointer in the corner, and then that layup right there at the end. Oh, that hurts to break the press and get it. That was the end right there. Only had 11 seconds left to play after that. Nowhere near enough time to do anything, and Tyler Legacy was able to put it away. But I want to commend the Tyler High Lions on tonight. These young men played an excellent game. They never were really out of the game, even when they were down 16. They were playing really hard on defense, causing some turnovers, fighting down low on the block. And I think that's a testament to this young team and what they can do going forward. And I'm excited to see what they do for the rest of the season.
A big shout out to Natural Health Family Chiropractic, Biggs and Green Slate Law, Meadow Lake Senior Living, and Kelly Community Federal Credit Union, which has been serving Smith County for over 60 years, caring for our community like family. From savings and checking accounts to loans and investments, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. With Kelly Community, save more, earn more, do more financially. All right, 72-66 final. Tyler High, their first loss of the year. As the band continues to play, we're going to step aside for 30. You're watching Tyler ISD Athletics, presented by B&G Law.
We always dreamed of upgrading our car, but trying to navigate it all? It felt like being lost in a maze. Then we found Kelly Community, where someone finally helped us find the way. They listened, asked questions, built a plan that worked for us. With competitive rates, simple approvals, and real rewards for loyalty, we finally felt in control. Now, we're not just driving a car, we're driving toward our future, backed by a team we trust. Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. Feels good to do more.
Boogie Wonderland, it appears, here inside the Lions' den.
Man, you can't compete with Earth, Wind & Fire. Not to cut you off, I'm sorry.
It is loud, I gotta say, but at least it's a really good performance. We'll get back to our postgame here in just a second, but 72-66 is the final as indicated on your screen. The second half, it was really the tale of two halves, and you can say that about any game, but I mean, quite literally, it was a 16-point lead for Tyler Legacy. They looked like they had Tyler High, the foot on the throat. It was over, it was done, until it wasn't. Keelan Bircher hit a bunch of shots down the stretch, but you got to give a lot of credit to the Red Raiders. For 2.5 quarters, excellent basketball, and they put themselves in position to win.
They most definitely did. I mean, the Raiders could do no wrong at the beginning of the game, and they were hitting shots outside for sure. But even getting inside looks, it got to the lane a few times. I mean, got to the line a few times as well. We're doing a really good job. Even on the defensive end, they couldn't. They were keeping them off the three-point line, kind of making them battle inside. Wasn't doing a good job early on the defensive rebounds, but they were still leading because of all those threes they were able to knock down, creating such a big gap. But then to go on the other side, like you said, the tale of two halves. When you've got a young man as special as Bircher, and when he gets into the zone, man, it's a beautiful thing to see. That young man couldn't miss from outside, inside, free throw line, didn't matter. If he would have threw it up from on top of the roof, it probably would have still fell in the rim. So that's really a beautiful performance from him, and he did a good job leading. Once his team got behind him, they started creating turnovers on defense with the press and the trapping they were doing. They started getting defensive rebounds, translating the offensive points in the fast break. They were doing a really good job. Like I said, I was really proud of what the Lions were able to do there in about the last quarter and a half of the game. And even though they didn't turn up on the winning side of things, I think they really won going forward.
Cody, what'd you see for Tyler Legacy? I mean, Zaire Caesar played so well tonight, hit 6 triples, And despite, at the end, Tyler High getting back into the game, they played so well for 2.5 quarters.
They did. The 3-ball was really working for Legacy.
Yes.
My main focus for Legacy was just handle the pressure better. Once Tyler High started putting pressure on them, started making them make plays, they struggled, and that's why I think Tyler High came back in this game late in the fourth and more towards that beginning of the third. If Legacy can handle controlling the pressure and playing their own game and not playing Tyler High's game or that next opponent's game, I think they'll be a lot better.
I would agree with that point. Well, that'll about wrap it up for us here tonight. Thank you to Logan running everything behind the scenes. For JT, for Cody, I'm Maurice Landon saying so long. Tyler High falls to 4-1. They will be back in action against Royce City in the Royce City tournament on Thursday. We'll have that broadcast at 12:30. The Tyler High girls at 11. That'll be at Royce City, but I'll be on site to cover that one. For Tyler Legacy, next up this weekend, they will head to the Athens tournament right down the road. Good competition out there. Until then, 72-66 is our final.